We are gonna play. We actually played this game earlier on an earlier episode. It's called Back of the Box Description. I am going to read the back of the box of a video game. I will remove the title of the game and replace it with something that I'll make up, probably just by saying title and then moving on. And you all have to guess what that game is based on that description. Now, how we did this last time, because I want everybody to be able to guess, but not necessarily tip everybody off to what it is. So on Facebook, if you all have Facebook still open, private message me what you believe the answer is, and just everybody who gets it right gets a point. There's no like beating everybody else or anything like that. So here we go. Ouch. Title character is lost on Earth and wants to get home. Help him build an interplanetary telephone to call for assistance before his energy runs out. But beware of government agents and curious scientists who will sap title character's precious energy before
Come on, I've
he
only mentioned
reaches
it
his
3
goal.
times this afternoon.
I was gonna say.
Okay, well, since everybody clearly know what it is, I just want to go on record by saying I picked this before it got mentioned in the podcast.
I am sure.
I almost changed it based on that, but I was like, no, I'm committed to this.
You should be committed for this.
Yes.
Okay, well, everybody. So since you all clearly know what it is, all three of you tell me what the game is at the same time.
E.T.
1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah.
E.T.
All right, ET for Atari. So everybody gets a point.
It better be on that freaking Atari thing. If he's not on there, then I don't even know what to think.
Yeah. So there we go.
It's only the second worst game ever made. So
What's the first?
Superman 64. Duh.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I have no argument against that.
Yeah, it's
So
in defense of ET on the Atari 2600. It's if you understand the design of the game, it's actually not a bad idea. The problem is most people don't think of game screens in terms of a 6-sided cube. Once you understand that it's a contiguous world and that each of the screens is one side of a cube, it makes a whole lot more sense.
If I wanted to deal with 3D modeling, man, I'd play Cubert. Either that or was it? What's that one game that everybody said that they wanted to play but nobody ever played on Xbox? The dude who has the bad dreams climbing up and down the thing. Catherine, that's the one.
Okay. I'm like, wait. Okay.
I played it for a couple hours. Wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but never picked it back up after the first time I turned it on.
Right. I like puzzle games. That's why I wanted to play it, but it was just kind of like, eh.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay. I don't know
What?
what happened. Did y'all even know I was gone?
No. We
I
were
was
talking
on a
about
different-
Catherine and
I was
Cubert.
on a different tab.
I dropped everything. Ned started talking about the thing about ET, and then I lost you guys. So whatever
See that,
Ned said
Ned?
about ET, whatever
Your
he
board
said
is
about
ISP
ET,
to
I
death.
didn't. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So now the standings, and so Jimmy has 2 points. Assad has 2 points. Ned has 1 point. Nolan has 1 point. And there was one episode where no one got it right, and so I decided that every time that happens, I get a point. So I have 1 point.
Wait, well, what can you ask? Can I get retroactive points?
I mean, we would have to play 20 questions, and I'm not
okay.
gonna. Yeah, we're not doing that.
I want to go on
again.
record as saying that this Switch Pokemon just looks absolutely abysmal.
Well, I'm gonna watch it. That's definitely gonna be on the agenda for next episode.
I'm just thinking back to the original days of Wii Sports with TVs impaled by Wiimotes.
Well, now I really want to know. Like, what am I gonna be chucking my Switch?
You're going to be chucking your little Joy-Cons, yeah.
That's not okay. That's not good. All right. Well, so that'll be Thursday's episode. Thank you everybody for listening. Before we go, Nolan,
Mm-hmm.
what you got going on here at CFG? Also, why is all of a sudden your face really blown out? Like your iris on your cameras. There we go.
Like I said, I was tabbed out. That's why.
Okay. All right. Nolan, what you got going on CFG?
On Thursday nights, I am playing Bloodborne. Which I mean, it's dark. It's Victorian Gothic horror, Dark Souls with guns, which is more fun than it sounds. At the same time, I'm also for the next thing prepping the next game after that, doing prep work for that right now too. So.
Do you know what it? Are you ready to talk about what it is, or are you keeping that close to your chest?
I mean, there's a couple people in the community that I'm doing it with that know, but I'm gonna for right now. I'm kind of keeping it with me. But
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Thursday night at what time Eastern?
It is at 10 Eastern because unfortunately I live on the West Coast and I don't usually get off work till about 6 o'clock.
Right.
So, unfortunately,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Ned, what you got going on?
Well, I'm still streaming Fallout 4 on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. That's what I was doing before I popped in here. And, of course, you can always check me out there. And every once in a while, I'll pop in on stuff like this or with Darman for Hearthstone stuff, or just you'll generally see me around the community.
Cool. Are you going to be around for the Thursday episode? Because I think if you are, I wanted to talk a little bit about all this Fallout stuff with Bethesda today.
I'll see if I can't be here for that.
All right. Because we talked about it some tonight, but I feel like you would be the one to really pick your brain about that. So, well, cool. All right. Jimmy, what's up?
What?
What do you got going on?
Behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, I'm tired, man. It's just late.
By the way,
it's late.
Yeah.
By
By the way, speaking of Jimmy stuff, we are looking for a social media manager that is posted up on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/crosswordgaming, you'll see the post about that. Jimmy is the one that you have to get past his screening process, and he can be a difficult man to please. But if you're up for the challenge, go read the description and how to apply and all that stuff.
Is this the place for a judicious application of Giggity?
I'm like, I smirked for a second there. I'm like, I'm not gonna say it.
Maybe.
I
Maybe. You can find me right here on the CrossForge Gaming Podcast. I do run the YouTube channel. I am hoping one day very soon to be working on more Talking Heads, the old Talking Heads format. I really liked that format. It's a format that is not going away. It's just kind of because of my work schedule and my office situation, kind of on a hiatus, but I am still working on some things, and they're just going to come out. They're going to like trickle. They're going to trickle out very, very, very slowly. Also, I do Friday night streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/CrossForgeGaming. Like I said, this Friday is Mario Kart, where I know we're going to have LJ from Geeks Under Grace joining me, as well as hopefully a few other people from other Christian geek communities as well. And if you want to come play and we have room, and I'm sure that we will, you can come join us. That's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch. And then next week, we're going to be doing Jackbox Party Pack once again. So we'll be playing Quiplash 2 and TKO and Survive the Internet and all that good stuff. That is always a blast. We always have a good time playing that. So that is next Friday. This Friday is Mario Kart. Yeah. that's everything going on. Thanks for watching the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for listening. If you are listening and you want to see the video version, head on over to youtube.com/crosswordgaming. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to just listen to it, head on over to patreon.com/crosswordgaming. Don't worry, the podcast is free. It just happens to be free to host it on Patreon, so that's what we use. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Crossword Gaming Podcast. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
Meh, meh, meh.